setting up for a long, happy, healthy retirement. So I'm a big fan of making plans. Like I can set a goal for myself in months down the road or even years down the road, and then I break it down into small, manageable size efforts or actions, and over a long period of time I can reach that goal. Every success that I've had in my life I've planned out that way, and my retirement will be no different. So not too long ago I talked about how difficult it is to be in the workforce at my age. My name is Louie. I'm 61 and a half years old, and I am a heavy equipment operator, but I'm planning my retirement. And when I reached age 60, it seemed like the whole game changed. It seemed like my job became really difficult, and some challenges that I had not felt in the past started coming up. And I started questioning how long I could stay in the workforce, and I was super frustrated with many things at my job. And that was also during this past winter. Sometimes I struggle when the days get shorter, and mentally, I have some challenges, and maybe I get some seasonal depression from the short days or the cold winters. But anyway, I was struggling that way throughout this past winter, and even got to the point where I considered just bouncing soon, like just leaving my job and trying to figure out how to survive financially for my retirement. But fortunately, I didn't do that. I'm more calculated, and I decided that really the ideal time for me to retire or to leave work is age 65. And I don't want to, when I retire, I want to be able to enjoy my retirement. I don't want to leave work and then worry about having enough money, or leave work and then worry about earning more money. So I approached I decided to approach my retirement with the same plan that I've approached many of my endurance racing and my endurance training events. And that is to break it down into small, manageable pieces, and um, proceed and move forward towards my goal. So this is what I've come up with. I'm going to explain to you the three areas that I'm super focused on right now, and I'm going to start off with really the least important for me, and I will work towards the most important of those three. So I want to say that financially, my financial preparations are the least important as I am approaching retirement. But let's face it, if I was financially independent already, I probably would not even be having this conversation, because I would no longer be at work. I am going to work because I need to make sure that I've set my finances up in a way that they can maintain me without having a job. So the areas that I'm working on in my finances are, the closer I get to age 65, the older that I get, the more my Social Security benefits will help me maintain the lifestyle that I'm looking for in retirement. So that's the first thing. I'm trying to get as close to age 70 before I start um, before I start drawing Social Security. So every month that goes by, that social from age 62 on, every month that goes by, that Social Security payment will increase. And to be honest with you, I didn't do a great job planning for my retirement when I was in my 20s, 30s, and 40s, and that's the reason that I need to maximize my Social Security. So staying in the workforce until age 65 will help me increase those Social Security benefits. It's also helping me to increase my 401k because my 401k is building faster now than it ever has. I have compounding interest working for me, and my the amount that's in that account is higher than it's ever been. So it's growing more quickly. So that's another reason that I'm staying in the workforce. I'm paying down my bills as time goes by as well. So that's also helping my financial picture in retirement. I will retire with no mortgage, no second mortgage, no big bills, and that will ultimately help me feel more comfortable and more stable in in retirement. And the last financial reason for continuing to work until age 65 is I'm trying to get to Medicare. And excuse me, I have a good health insurance plan at work now, but I want to reach age 65 to get to Medicare. Here's reason number two or plan number two that I'm putting into action other than financial, which is my mental and physical health. So I've been working really hard to stay mentally and physically fit. And while I have health insurance, I've been visiting doctors, making sure that all my systems are working well. And I'm very fortunate and relieved to say that they are, which um, when I get into retirement, if I'm in good physical health, I'm able to live, I will be able to live a good quality of life. I'll be able to travel and do some things that I really want to do. So I'm super focused on visiting doctors and making sure that that all of my areas of health that they can help me with um, are reviewed and are doing well. That's the first part of my physical health that I'm looking into. Next is I'm trying to stay physically fit. So I have this plan about my physical fitness that has changed recently. I used to do a lot of cardio, a lot of running. I'm an ultra marathon runner, and after a recent DEXA scan, I realized that I'm lacking in lean muscle mass. So I've changed my approach to my optimal health or my health goals, physical fitness goals as I'm moving forward. And I'm backing off of the cardio a bit, but increasing my weight training and my strength training because it's really important for me to have a lot or as much structural muscle as possible, as much lean muscle mass as possible. So I'm at a good age, or the best age I'll ever be at this point for increasing lean muscle mass. So I'm changing up my workout routines to include more strength training. And I've also been working on my mental health. I've mentioned in the past that my biggest fear is turning into an angry old man. And there are many things that I do to maintain good mental health. And I have a daily routine that I do to bring me peace of mind, make sure that my my stress is not too high from day to day, try to manage that stress. So anyway, that's number two for me is physical and mental health as I'm moving forward and heading towards retirement. And the third area that I'm of preparation that I'm doing as I'm moving towards my retirement is I'm exploring new hobbies. Because when I retire, I want to have something that I'm really excited about, something that I can spend my days um, feeling good about and have a future that I'm looking forward to. And I've always loved to build things. Like I love to work on my house and I love to have a project going on in my garage or new hobbies like doing videos for YouTube, which I'm new at and I really enjoy. So I'm looking into new hobbies. I'm looking into travel, where I will travel, how I will travel. I have an RV now, and how that will affect my future plans and where I can meet up with my family. So exploring new hobbies is the third area that I'm working towards, as I am down to my last 3.5 years of work. So if you got any value out of this video or you enjoyed it, please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. And also, please leave comments down below. I love to read your comments, and I try to respond to everyone. I hope you have a great day. Peace.